Hey everybody, welcome back into Northland basketball and our coverage of 3A North Region basketball. Tonight, the Monument Valley Mustangs take on the Winter Rock Fighting Scouts in a girls 3A North Region matchup. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And how about this matchup? You've got number 2 Winter Rock coming into Kayenta to take on the number 11 Monument Valley Lady Mustangs. And Monument Valley has really stepped up their game lately. They suffered through a number of injuries, and when they were hurt, it was showing out there. But they have really turned some things around since getting healthy, and their head coach, Jason Franklin, I think likes the trajectory of this team, likes where they're going. And instead of paying attention to Winter Rock warm-up right now, he's over there watching his own ladies shoot in the warm-ups. Well, the opposing head coach for him tonight, Gabby Whitney, has her team playing as well as I've seen Winter Rock play basketball in all the years that we've covered the 3A North. This team is as disciplined and as confident as a team that I have seen out there. And they really are fun to watch. So we hope that this one's going to be a good one for you as well out there. I think it will be. I think Monument Valley is here to play for sure. Hey, by the way, also coming up, we have invited at the start of the, well, I don't remember if I said second or third quarters, might be the third quarter, we've invited the legendary head coach of Monument Valley, Robert Nash, to join us for a bit and talk with us in our broadcast. So look for a visit from him coming up. There is Melissa Nelson, Mish, getting her introduction tonight here at Monument Valley. Also in the starting lineup for Winter Rock is DeVay Willie. DeVay has so stepped up her game this year, playing so good for Winter Rock. Jada Brown gets a start today for the Fighting Scouts. Jamie So is in the starting lineup for Winter Rock, and the 5th starter today. We're going to get, that wasn't on our original roster, so we'll get that for you here now. Well, it looks like her last name is Batsili, but I don't have her first name. We're going to get that for you. Starters for Monument Valley are being announced now. Shoni Mayava gets her name mentioned, introduced. Corey Sandoval, such a deadly shooter for Monument Valley, and her coach, Jason Franklin, getting introduced. Kieran Mann gets introduced to the audience as well here tonight. They are joined in the starting lineup by Jazana Miles, and the 5th starter for the Mustangs is Letitia Mute. Well, Letitia had such a great game on Monday when we were here at Monument Valley covering the team. Or maybe it was when Winslow game. We've seen Monument Valley our 3rd time in a calendar week. Started on Monday. We got to see them on Thursday, and now we see them again here. Thanks to a fan vote. We'll let you guys decide what games we'd be at here tonight. And you voted on this matchup here, and I can't blame you. Who would want to miss number 2 Winter Rock, number 11 Monument Valley, renewing a great 3A North rivalry? And the opening tip is controlled by Kieran Mann and Monument Valley. And we're underway, everybody, with Northland basketball, presented by the Sports Zone. Shoni Mayava drops a pass back to Jazana Miles, and she had a little trouble controlling it. Letitia Mute bails her out on a pickup in the paint, and the first shot attempt is no good for Corey Sandoval. Our game is underway, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons. Thanks for being here with us at the Nash Center. Ball outside. Three-pointer on the way. That one won't connect for Corey Sandoval. And here's Melissa Nelson up the floor. Body check on her. Coming down the right sideline, and the first foul of the game is whistled on Corey Sandoval. It's Northland basketball, everybody. Monument Valley taking on Winter Rock. Our coverage presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. We thank some other sponsors as well. They include Holbert Family Dentistry. Jada Brown takes the inbound for Winter Rock. Back outside, DeVay Willie in traffic. Well, that wasn't DeVay, pardon me on that. No, that was Jamie So. Jamie, and the shot is no good. Monument Valley has control. A minute in, still looking for the first points of the game. Jazana in the paint, and Letitia Mute. Letitia, come to find out, she is so good moving across the paint, moving from one direction to the other. She moves quickly, moves fast. So you watch Corey Sandoval reject one on the other end, but also get called for a foul. That's going to send the Scouts to the free throw line. Bit silly going to the line. Scouts get their first point of the game. It's 2-1, 2-1 Monument Valley. And another try here. And that one is going to go in. Scouts tie it. Early going, game underway, 90 seconds in, or thereabouts. Kieran Mann. Letitia Mute underneath, Shoni Mayava. Great feed from Letitia. Shoni's first points. Scouts. Left side for the DeVay Willie jumper. DeVay's got her first points today. There's a three. Scouts move ahead, 5-4. Sandoval's three. Well, she just can't find the range yet. And it's tipped and controlled by Window Rock. Jada Brown takes the pass at the elbow, and then on the way into the paint, she is fouled. Foul number 2. The Fighting Scouts, they are ranked number 2 in the state. Overall record is 16-3 because of play like that from DeVay Willie. It's a great year that Window Rock is putting together. DeVay again for 3. And that's off the back iron. Missed it. And the follow no good. Jada Brown has an offensive rebound now and stripped away by Letitia Mute. And that is a little bit business as usual for Letitia. She is so active on both ends of the floor. Such a tough defender. And there's Kieran Mann going to work on the baseline. First points today. Monument Valley trading punches right now. And that's a big punch. Jamie So knocks down her first basket today, and it's a three-pointer. How about that rejection? DeVay Willie dropping back on defense. Sends that one right on out of there. Take another look. Well-timed and a timeout. 4:42 on the clock here. In the first quarter, it's Window Rock 8, Monument Valley 6. Stand by, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice, NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Thanks a ton, Choice Wireless. Couldn't do it without you. Big thank you for the sponsoring partnership here of Northland basketball at the Sports Zone. Monument Valley trailing Window Rock 8-6 here tonight. They get the second half of the doubleheader. We got a pretty good crowd here tonight at the Nash Center. Coming up in a little bit, we'll get to meet the guy for whom this great facility in Kayenta is named. Robert Nash will join us in our broadcast coming up. Shoni Mayava, drive and some contact. Shoni to the line for a couple of shots.
Bit
Silly commits the foul And I don't have her first name, so if you're out there watching our broadcast, and if you know the name of that young lady, her first name starts with a K, I know that because that's what the book has. If you've got Miss Bitzili's first name, I'd love to hear it from you. 1 for 2 at the line for Shoney. Scouts have the rebound. Mish up the floor to DeVay Willie. Stop. 13-foot try is no good. And the rebound, Mayava. Up the sideline to the corner. Jazana Miles knocks it down for Monument Valley, a big three. First points collected by Jazana. There's another three-point try. This time Jamie So couldn't make the shot. Winter Rock, somebody better get back. Nice work inside. DeVay Willie, no, Mish. Alicia Nelson gets her first bucket. Kieran Mann brings it up. Miles. And Corey Sandoval off the glass. The shot is good. Well, Corey missed her first 3 tries from out there and decided to use the glass this time, and it worked out just fine for Corey. That'll be her first basket of the game. She is so deadly out there. Lisa Nelson wants the 3, and that's not going to go in. Brought down by Shoni Mayava. To Letitia Mute now at the left side. To the top now. Kieran Mann back outside, and Sandoval couldn't hold on to it. She was thinking about the shot all the way, and she'll get a rest. Coach Franklin brings her out of the game. Three new Mustangs into the game. Let's check those. Danae Parrish comes in. Skylin Ray is now in the game. So is Kaylee Manygoats. And Winter Rock will also bring somebody in off the bench. That's Bray James. Bray is in the game now. Scouts, and they're going to work it to the corner. And the three-point shot is good for Jamie So. Jamie has 2 of her team's three-point baskets here in the first quarter. The other one belongs to DeVay Willie. Kieran wants the 3, and she's got it from 21 feet. Kieran Mann connects. From downtown, showing you her sample of the outside game that she uses. We know how good she is in the paint. She can knock it down out there as well. Monument back in front, 15-13. Jada Brown at the top. Picks up the dribble. Nelson back to Jada. Step back 3. No good. And Kieran Mann with position for the rebound. And then fouled. And the lady that fouled her was DeVay Willie. It's first time in the game DeVay's been whistled. 2 fouls on Winter Rock as a team here in the quarter. 3 on Monument Valley with 2:10 remaining in the quarter. Pace of the game, speed of the game has been so improved by the foul rule changes. Those changes meaning they reset the fouls every quarter, and there's no more 1-and-1. If you get to 5 fouls, it's a double bonus for the team that got fouled. Shift directions, nice shovel pass back to DeVay Willie. Nope, that's Jamie So working it. And a pass toward the corner. That's DeVay Willie, dribbles back outside. Pretty good handles for Winter Rock, huh? Mish on the drive, throw it up there, that shot no good. And saved in, but Monument Valley has it. Shoney, trapped. Kaylee Manygoats picks it up. And the runner for a 3-point try, no good for Kieran Mann. Now down to 1:10 remaining in the first quarter. Pretty quick pace going on under there. Great pass inside. But James couldn't make the shot. It's a beautiful feed to give her that look at it by Alicia Nelson. And then DeVay Willie just picked up her second foul of the game. Into the game for Monument comes Tyron Begay. And returning to the game is Bitzili for Winter Rock. A minute remaining in the quarter. And Tyron Begay from 17 feet in the corner. The set shot. Don't see it much, do you? She knocked it down. She's right off the bench. And get those jitters out, right? Take a shot. And she connected on it. And she's going to tie it up on the other end of the floor. A couple of good plays by Tyron Begay. Jump ball, and Window Rock will have an inbound with 41.5 seconds left in the quarter. Comes into Nelson. In the paint, feeds it on the baseline. Jamie So fouled. And I think it was, I thought it was Tyron, but it's not. It's Shoni Mayava that commits the foul right there. To send Jamie So to the line. Jamie's got 6 points already. A couple of threes for Jamie. Unable to make that. Another try for Jamie. Well, that one no good either. And the rebound belongs to the Mustangs. Tyron Begay, save one there. Kaylee Menigoats on the runner, no good. Tipped around and controlled by Skylin Ray. Menigoats at the top. Shoni Mayava. Tough zone defense, hard to penetrate. Somebody does eventually. Skylin Ray, undaunted, takes it in and helps her team beat the buzzer right here and grab a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Good start for Monument Valley against the number 2 ranked Window Rock Lady Scouts. Will take this timeout. Get to the second quarter right after this. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
And now on to the second quarter, the inbound for Monument Valley, and they'll control. Kaylee Menigoats has it. Her pass to Karen Mann skips off her hands. Window Rock will pick up that loose ball. Up the floor it goes. I've got a name to go with that young lady. I checked with the bench, and that's Courtney Betzilli, number 21 for Window Rock. Courtney's got it now, feeds the corner right side, and DeVay Willie tracks it down. The Scouts have Bray James with the ball now outside to Mish, and the floater from just inside about 17 feet. And Malicia Nelson has the shot. Open up the second quarter scoring and get this thing down to a 4-point game. Another opportunity for Window Rock after a Monument Valley miss. Left side, Nelson. Shot is no good. Well, somebody just made a shot, and I don't know who it was because I just got tapped on my shoulder. Come around this side, sir. Yeah. How about here? There's the runner. No good for Malicia Nelson. And Karen Mann going to cash in on the other end for the Mustangs. How's the volume level? How's your earphone level? Is it too loud?
Yeah.
A little too loud? Oops, I'm going with the wrong one here. Hang on a second, please. How about that?
For the Scouts, number 32, Brown.
Robert Nash
Yeah.
joining us now. Is that volume better?
Yeah.
Okay. There's another shot made. This time Jamie So connects for Window Rock. That's a 2. And our score 21-20. Great first half put together by these two teams. Skyland Ray handles it. And a shot on the way from the corner. That three-pointer no good for Monument Valley, and we're going to travel after the rebound. Well, folks, I'm Floyd Simmons, and you see on our video screen here, if you can see the young man right next to me, this is the legendary coach for Monument Valley, Robert Nash, stepping in. Coach Nash.
How you doing?
It's great to meet you.
You bet.
Make your acquaintance.
Yep.
We'll get a three-pointer for Jamie So, register that for Window Rock. But Coach Nash, hey, welcome in here. And boy, I tell you, this is one of the great places to watch a basketball game, Monument Valley. I'm sure you know all about that.
We started the tradition back in '91, so.
Gonna fix that hat? That's all right. All right. Timeout taken on the floor, and then we're gonna sit right here through the timeout and talk to Coach Nash here. Well, Coach, let's remind everybody about what you were able to accomplish in your days. How many championships for you leading Monument Valley?
We got 3 championships and 8 runner-up.
8?
Yeah.
Runners-up.
In 22 years, yeah.
It's pretty good basketball right there.
And I got 3 in cross country also. And I think we have 1 runner-up in cross country also. So.
Well, Coach Nash, I guess when you have a resume like that, you get a facility like this named in your honor, and well deserved. How many years for you at Monument Valley?
I started back in. I first taught in junior high when I came out of college back in 74, 75. And I was down there for about 10 years. Then I came up here back in 84 up to the high school. So I started coaching cross country there for a while. And then I started girls basketball. And
can I give you a hand? We have a young lady here that took a tumble right behind our spot. She looks like she has a broken leg. Are you okay? Thank goodness we had nothing to do with it. Weren't in the way. Sorry about that, Coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just a long time. I mean, it's in your blood.
Yeah,
did you grow up here in the Kayenta area?
I grew up here, and I went to school in Cedar City, Utah, Southern Utah State, which is now Southern Utah University.
So you been here a little while.
Yeah, I'm a hometown guy. So.
Well, tell me about anything that you see, any changes, any different. Have things changed much? Basketball as a whole, the culture of basketball. As you watch Window Rock get a shot and a foul.
Well,
any changes remarkable to you?
Window Rock has always been tough, back in 91 through 93 when Coach Skeets was coaching. I came up against him. Unfortunately, he beat me like 4 times in the state tournament. So. But, he's one of the guys that made it happen here. And me and Coach Skeets and Don Petronovich from Winslow, we started that competition against each other, and I really respect those 2 coaches. They taught me a lot, and I'm sure that it's the same.
Well, those are all Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
legendary names.
You bet. And there's also Snowflake had good coaches. The Godfrey boys and Mike McCauley, and Round Valley had Chris Matthews, and they were all competitors, you know, and that's what made it great back in those days, you know.
Boy, I know all these names, Coach.
Yeah.
These are all familiar names for me, and there is a whole new generation of coaches, and they're great. These two coaches here, Jason Franklin has done such a great job with Monument Valley, and Coach Whitney over on the other side as you watch the second effort work for Letitia Mute and a bucket for Monument Valley. Coach, what are some of the names that we should always remember, some of the legendary Monument Valley Mustang players from the past?
Well, we had for the girls, I would say Irene Bahi and Melissa Lake and let's see who else was there.
There's probably too many names, right?
Yeah,
I mean, too many great players that you could sift through and go through from the past. And this is really I wouldn't say it's the cradle of great basketball up north, but certainly Monument Valley is one of the hallowed areas of basketball.
Well, I actually started with back in '93, we had 4 girls that went down to Mesa Community College, and they played basketball down there for 2 years. And we started that. We started the championship program with those girls. So, you know, then we kept adding to that, and it's come a long ways, I think. And you know, you got to coach against good coaches to make a good program, you know. And those coaches that I mentioned, I'm pretty sure that they work hard with their kids to be where they're at, and you know, and I compliment them. You have to be 100% into it in order to be successful. I think a lot of those coaches that I coached against at the state level were great coaches.
Nice look at Jada Brown's jump shot there, everybody, as we continue on in the first half of this one. A tight game, and Winter in front. They've retaken the lead, and a long pass out. Boy, a good pass by Milicia Nelson up the floor to Jamie So, but she was unable to finish with it. It was knocked out of bounds by Monument Valley. Well, Coach, what is it that you think made your teams great? Was it your style of play? Was it the type of play that you had? Obviously, you had good players, but what do you think made those teams so good?
I think a lot of it is just girls who are willing to learn, who want to play basketball at the next level, and we just went from there, you know. And we went to a lot of summer basketball, and you almost have to work like 24/7 in order to make a good program. And you know, those girls that I had were willing to stick with it, and they made that possible, you know.
Talking with Robert Nash, the longtime great Monument Valley coach, and the man for whom, and the family for whom, the Nash Center is named here at Monument Valley High School. There's a whistle.
Yeah.
Your family it's not just you, Coach, it's your family.
Yeah. Well, Mrs. Nash has also has something to do with naming the gym. Mm-hmm. She got 8 state championships in volleyball, so she's a little ahead of me, but I don't mind, you know, it stays in the program.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, volleyball is as big as ever as well up here.
And we had
Is that Mrs. Nash right there?
Yeah. And we had 3 of our girls play college volleyball, too.
Okay.
One played for Glendale Community College, and she got a scholarship to play at San Jose State. That's Carrie Nash, and the other one was Kim Nash. She played at Arizona Western, and was a walk-on at University of Arizona. And the other one, the youngest one, she got a scholarship to play at New Mexico, and she did real well down there. And after that, she went to U of A to get her pharmaceutical degree, and she's now Dr. Bradley Nash.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that, I would imagine that makes you as proud as anything that's ever been accomplished is doing that.
Anytime you have your own kids or the kids that played for you do well, I think, it's an accomplishment. You feel proud, having been their coach, or, in my case, my kids did real well in the college ranks,
Yeah.
But I've had so many kids that went to JC, and there's about 3 or 4 that went to Division I. And you just kind of look back and say, I hope these kids do well at the next level and do well in life. That's all that counts.
Yeah.
If they do well in life and live up to the potential that you gave them.
No question about it.
Yep.
Coach, let me ask you one final question, and then I'll let you get back to your family and get back to watching the game.
All right.
And that is just for any advice that you have for today's young athlete and for the parents out there of these young athletes. What would you say to them about their effort to play high school sports?
I think you have to be 100% for your kid, and if they play sports, just compliment them on what they do and how they do it. It's something that you have to realize that they're only still kids, and if you're a parent, you want them to do well, but as a coach, you want them to be part of society that's going to do well, and we look up to these kids when they're in high school, and sometimes we don't get to compliment them, whether they play for Winter Rock or Chinley or Page or Winslow, until you see them again. They recognize you, some of them, even if you played against, even if your team played against them, they'll usually come up to you and say hi, and that's the only reason I think, it makes you feel good.
I would say unquestionably to that. Yeah, absolutely.
You can only pull for them. I don't care if they're from here, like I said, if they're from other towns and things like that. It's good to see these kids succeed.
I remember when the Holbrook boys won their state championship under Raul Mendoza.
Yeah.
Several years back. They played that championship game at the Glendale Arena.
Yeah.
And they played Fountain Hills in that game. Yeah. Fountain Hills had about 150 fans, and that place was filled. About 10,000 fans were there or something. And there was a lot of fans from the north, and they were pulling for Holbrook in that whole game. And it was fun to watch. It was this whole thing of that's the amazing thing about these fans up north. When their team gets knocked out of the playoffs, they're jumping on the bandwagon with those other north teams. It's fun to watch.
Well, all these towns from the north, if they got somebody else in the state final, they'll cheer for them, and it's like a family thing. It is a family thing, I would say, and there's we follow these kids around all the time. You'll see people come Tuesday night or Wednesday night or Thursday night, and they have to drive like 3 hours back home. They don't mind, and that's the key to having success up here. I think that your kids know that that families care and they don't mind driving, a couple hours, 3 or 4 hours maybe, and just sit there for 1 or 2 hours and watch games. That's it. And for the record, I think Monument Valley Mustang girls hold the attendance record at NAU Sky Dome, Glendale Arena, and also at America West Arena.
There you go. Something to hang your hat on right there. Well, look, I want to thank you for joining me. We're going to take a time out here now, Coach, but my honor to spend a little time with you here on the microphone and congratulate you on all the success, you and your family, your whole family, and all that your family did to really pave the way here at Monument Valley. So congratulations on everything.
You bet.
And thanks for spending
appreciate your you being here and broadcasting and all that.
I wish we'd have been here during those old days.
Yeah.
See all your great teams.
Yeah.
See some of the great boys teams as well.
You're seeing some good teams right now.
Absolutely, yes.
And I think you look at the new generation that's coming up, and you'll be surprised how many of these teams will go to state. And that's all that counts.
Sure.
And I hope you guys come around again, and if you need someone to interview, I'll be sitting right across.
You'll be right there. Yeah. We'll find you. Coach Nash, thank you.
You bet.
Thank you. Robert Nash.
You guys
right
take care. Drive home safe.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Robert Nash, one of the all-time greats here in the coaching ranks in the state, and certainly a historic figure here in Kayenta, Monument Valley High School, and the man and the family for whom this the great Nash Center is named here at Monument Valley High School. Well, folks, we're going to grab a timeout and get you ready for the Mount Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. It is homecoming, and I failed to mention that here throughout the night tonight. It's homecoming at Monument Valley, so they have their homecoming activities going on down on the courts. We're going to grab a timeout. We'll come back and we'll show you a little bit of that here on video, and we'll give you some highlights as well when we return and break it down on the halftime report. Stand by. This is Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo-owned, Navajo proud.
When words are just not enough, to celebrating an everlasting love or brightening your home with a splash of color, the Bloom House Floral Design Shop in Pine Top is your floral design partner. Beautiful spring blooms are ready for grab and go. Want to deliver flowers often but don't want the hassle of trying to remember? Bouquet subscriptions are now available. The Bloom House, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 until 4, is dedicated to bringing the beauty of nature to all.
If there's one player on the field that outperforms the rest, it's Perkins Cinders. Like any all-star, they put in the hard work by sourcing, sorting, and delivering all things dirt. Concrete materials, gravel, cinders, topsoil, mulch, and more. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders will help you score that huge win with your project. Serving the entire White Mountains at PerkinsCindersInc.com. Get a load of this.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
What can you do for that special Valentine in your life? How about take them out for a romantic steak dinner at Cattleman's Steakhouse?
Aw, you're the best, honey.
Followed by 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. Then let them know their name is in the hat to win a Valentine adventure they will never forget. Premium VIP front row tickets to Blake Shelton live in concert with special guests Dustin Lynch and Emily Ann Roberts. And if it couldn't get any better, add $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a broken windshield, call the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint and treat your Valentine to steak dinner, the movies, and a shot at front row tickets to see Blake Shelton live in concert, and $1,000 cash. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Well, it is halftime, everybody. We bring you back in to Monument Valley High School. It's homecoming tonight at Monument Valley. The winter homecoming. And I think the King, if I'm not mistaken, is the King at center court? Is that who the King is? Or is the King over there? Is it Uziel? Uziel Flores is out there. A number of different young students here at Monument Valley High School being honored here tonight. Their winter homecoming royalty. Well, that's a pretty impressive a crown and a cape that Uziel Flores is wearing, and the young lady next to him with the tiara and the robe that she gets. Well, those are your royalty there for Monument Valley. We don't have the names, unfortunately, but they are celebrating here tonight at Monument Valley High School. Everybody, back in to break it down on a 36-28 Winter Rock lead at halftime. Here, you look at replays from the first half of this one. Monument Valley did a great job. They came out and they got a sizable lead here through parts of the second quarter, but nice comeback by Winter Rock. They just are relentless, aren't they, out there? And they were able to turn the tables there in the final moments and get the lead here at halftime, 36-28. Jamie So is a big reason why. Jamie has knocked down 4 threes in the first half, and she's got 12 points overall. What a game so far for Jamie So. And again, 12 points for her. Milicia Nelson has 8 points tonight. Their teammate, DeVay Willie, has a 3-pointer and 5 points total in the game. So does Asarian Bigay has 5 points. Courtney Betzilli has 4 points in the game, and Jada Brown has 2 points. And let me get that again. That's Asariah Bigay. We have it misspelled in the book here. Sorry about that. On the other side, Monument Valley is led by Kieran Mann. Kieran's knocked down a couple of threes for the team. She's got 10 points in the first half. Teammate Letitia Mute has 6 points. 3 points for Corey Sandoval. 3 points for Shoni Mayava. 2 points for Jazana Miles. Skylin Ray has 2 points, and Tyron Bigay also 2 points for Monument Valley. But they went a little bit cold there toward the end of the first half. And that allowed Winter Rock to get back into this thing, retake the lead, and close out the half with the lead. Again, the score here, 36-28. Winter Rock in front. Coming up on the broadcast schedule for Sports on Radio, covering our exclusive brand, Northland basketball. We'll have game broadcast on Tuesday night. We just don't know yet where we're going to be broadcasting from. And then we'll broadcast Thursday night at Mountain View High School in Mesa Mountain View. They host Westwood. And we'll have game coverage beginning at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. No, 7 o'clock, pardon me. It's a 7 o'clock game. And it's a girls-only game. That's the other thing. At the 6A level, they play home and away on the game. So if you've got a home girls game, then your boys are on the road playing that team and vice versa. That's how they do that down there. So just a single game for you on Thursday night. It's the girls of Mountain View. And then the following day is a ceremony with the Arizona Broadcasters Association. And they are now changing that to the Arizona Media Association because they are combining the Broadcast Association with the with print and digital media. They're going to make it all one large association. And so on Friday, 5 individuals, including yours truly, will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know how I was selected. I won't question it, though. I'll accept it. It's a great honor, and I appreciate it. It's an honor, really, that is deserved by the entire team of people around me, including our group tonight here at this broadcast, and the many people that I've gotten a chance to work for and work with in the broadcast business over my many years of being a broadcaster. I've had quite a number of years, a long run doing this, starting just out of high school. The main thing that we've done for the longest time, 33 years of the Friday Night Football Show covering football in the White Mountains. 33 years we've done that. And we've always been very consistent. I would tell you that, by the way, and I guess I have to deliver an acceptance speech for the Hall of Fame on Friday. And I really don't know what that speech is going to look like. I haven't written it. I haven't thought about it much, but they've told me I guess I'm going to have to give a speech. And I would tell you this. If there's anything that has been the biggest key to me getting into the Arizona Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame, it is this. It is consistency. It is following through. I'm not saying we've never had to reschedule a game or miss a broadcast, but very few times. In 33 years of doing the Friday Night Football Show, I have missed the Friday Night Football Show 3 times in 33 years. That's it. 3 times. I've done the show while I was sick. I've done the show while I was injured. But I've missed it 3 times. And a couple of those times had to do with my oldest son first graduating from boot camp. I did not want to miss that, and I do. By the way, if you've never been to a Marine Corps boot camp graduation, you have to go. Even if you don't have a child or a relative, you must go to a USMC boot camp graduation. It is amazing. It's an amazing experience. And then I also missed a Friday Night Football Show because the same son later graduated from Scout Sniper School in the Marines. And by the way, he was in a class of 33 that started. He was the honored graduate in his class of Scout Snipers in the U.S. Marine Corps. Very proud of that. And I missed the Friday Night Football Show for that. I went to that graduation at Camp Pendleton in San Diego. And so 2 of the 3 times that I missed had to do with that. And then the other miss was being way too ill on a particular night to do the show. And it's consistency. I would tell you that. Be consistent at the things you do. Stay with it. Follow through when you say you're going to follow through, or at the very least do the very best you can to follow through, and be reliable, be dependable. And if anything, I think that's what you can count on with Simmons Media and the Sports Zone, and what we do is that level of reliability and dependability. Again, I'm not saying we've never had to cancel a broadcast or for one reason or another not being able to do something that we set out to do, but it's rare. It's rare. Our team is strong and very reliable, dependable. It's something that I try to pass along to the entire group. You know, my right-hand man in the business, Derek Simmons, our producer on this broadcast tonight, he is extremely dependable, reliable, talented, exceptional at the work that he does. I know you can tell because the broadcast work shows it, and it's Derek that leads our video team. And I guess that's how you might get yourself into a Hall of Fame, is just keep on keeping on. And that's my urging to you out there as you're watching and you're viewing and hopefully enjoying the broadcast as the second half gets underway and we wrap up the halftime report. Floyd Simmons here, everybody. Broadcast coverage of Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Both teams miss a couple of tries, and then Shoni Mayava Got a fortunate bounce right there, right into her hands, and Shoney is able to get the bucket. So Monument Valley in front by 6 here. Let's open up the second half scoring, 36-30. Oh, Monument Valley, sorry, trailing by 6. Pardon me on that. As you get this shot from the corner. And once again, I believe that was Jamie So, wasn't it? Jamie connecting again. Monument Valley missing a couple of tries and finally scooped up by Jada Brown and Winterrock. Long pass up the floor. Misha's got a great arm. She just out threw her receiver there. And it goes out of bounds. Let's look at the three again. Yeah, there's Jamie So from that corner. Couple of nice looks at it. Was that Jamie? I thought it was Jamie at first. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, we're going to correct that. It is, it's Courtney Bitzilli with the three from that corner. Well, it would have made sense if it was Jamie because Jamie had 4 threes in the first half. I don't know. We'll take a look. We'll look at the official scorekeeper's book here in a little bit and correct ourselves if we need to. There's a lob inside to Kieran Mann, but that's going to get thrown away, and Monument Valley turns it over, everybody. 39-30. Window Rock, the number 2 ranked team in the state. So it was DeVay. Okay. It wasn't Courtney, and it wasn't Jamie. It was DeVay Willie making the three. Well, thank you to our production guys. Well done, guys. Tracking down, solving the unsolved mystery. 6 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Monument Valley going to work. And the turnaround is blocked. Shot attempt by Kieran Mann. And foul is committed, and I think it was Bitzilli out there that picked up the foul. And it is. It's Courtney Bitzilli, her second foul of the game. First whistle in the second half on Window Rock, and Kieran is going to get a chance. And that's actually, yeah, that is the second foul on Bitzilli, isn't it? So Kieran Mann able to get that shot at the line. Well, looking back, Window Rock only committed 4 fouls in the first half. Find that interesting. 2 free throws made by Kieran Mann. Now she's got it at the high post to the corner for Corey Sandoval. Corey has tried diligently during the game to, she has been trying to get that to hit from the from outside the arc. She's yet only been able to make one, but when she gets going, boy, I tell you, it's a thing of beauty. She keeps working her way, try to work her way out of a little bit of a shooting drought. Here's the inbound. Bitzilli gets it in to Jada Brown in the paint, and Jada goes to the foul line. And the lady that committed the foul is Kaylee Menigoats with a help defense right there. 2 fouls in the game on Kaylee. And 39-32 our score here in the third quarter. 5:18 on the clock. Well, after we check Jada on the foul shot, and the first one is going to bounce and make it. Let's if we can, as you take a look at the bench there, there's Coach Franklin. It's also in a moment here, if we can, let's get a shot of these officials for our game tonight. And that one goes up. And no good. Rebound Monument Valley. There's Mr. Murray. That's Elmer Murray, one of these officials. And that's a three-pointer. Well, there she is. Corey Sandoval. She's not going to give up on it. And again, if she starts to find a range, watch out. Cuts Window Rock's lead to 5 now. And this one glances off the side of the window there. No good for Jamie So. So these officials, you got Elmer Murray out there. He's one of them. experienced official. Meanwhile, Shoni Mayava with it to the corner. Sandoval. Now the defender out there, DeVay Willie, is not going to give Corey much room. And a pass tipped and stolen by the Scouts. Jamie hands it back to Malicia Nelson. Back to Jamie So with it. (40-35), Jada Brown, and she's got a three. Jada connecting outside for the Scouts. They've got 2 threes in the third quarter here now, and their lead is back to 8 points. Inside, Letitia Mute couldn't make her shot. Jada Brown tied up, jump ball there. And that official right there, that young man, is Tommy Puhuyama, one of our officials. He joins Elmer Murray, and then the other official tonight is Brian Sosi. Brian Sosi out there, experienced, and he's one of the all-time great dudes out there. He's going to whistle this foul on Courtney Pizzilli. So Courtney, I believe, now has 3 personal fouls in the game. And it looks like Coach is going to bring her out. Coach Whitney is going to her bench. Kaylee Menigoat's called on the travel right there. Well, those 3 officials, great officials like we have across Northeast Arizona. Experienced, terrific individuals, and I mean, just, I talked about the consistency a while ago and just being reliable, dependable, and doing the job and keep doing the job. And that describes our officials that we get across the Navajo Nation and the White Mountains, officials that we get to see every night. We do our broadcasts here at the Sports Zone. And, we need more people to join the officiating ranks. As you're out there listening, I mean, if you love the game and you think that capability, I would just urge you to join these men and women that officiate here in Northeast Arizona. We need more officials. Games are moved around quite a bit because of the lack of officials on a given night. The game we did last night, Snowflake and Sholo, that was supposed to be played the night before, but they couldn't play it on Thursday because of the lack of officials. And so they need you, they need more officials. And as parents and fans, we need to respect the job that they do much more. We need to, they're the authority of the game, and I just believe that how we treat the authority in these games, these human beings, how we treat them is kind of how we treat authority in general. And I know this personally, I don't want to be guilty of maltreatment of authority, whether it's here at a ball game or whether it's in society, at a large society in general. I want to teach. I've taught my kids, my sons, all I have is sons. I never had a daughter. And I've taught them to respect authority, whether it's their coaches or officials, whether it's school administration, whether it's their leaders in the military or in the workplace. Respect authority, and officials give us a great opportunity as parents and with our kids to practice that appreciation and respect for authority. And for the most part, these officials do a great job. And every once in a while, just like the broadcaster messes things up and doesn't do a good job on a given night, or a coach makes a mistake, or a player, doesn't execute well, officials can make mistakes, but you know what? Night in, night out, they do a great job. And to say thank you to them, the Sports Zone is going to give away $50 in gas cards from the Maverick stores. And so we're going to get the full roster of names of all the officials that work up here in our part of the state, put their names into a hat, and we'll draw somebody's name to get those gift cards, those gas cards, as a gift from the Sports Zone to say thank you for their service and all that they do to make these games possible. Letitia Mute going to work inside. Thank you for indulging me on that, everybody. 1:50 remaining in this third quarter. Melissa Nelson drives and dishes, misses outside, and it's going to be a turnover. Monument Valley will take over here, 43-37, and Coach Whitney wants a timeout. So Winter Rock will grab this timeout, and we'll spend a 30-second break as well, everybody. Thanks for joining us here in this third quarter, closing out with Winter Rock up 43-37. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Hey guys, anybody out there got the scores? Oh yeah, somebody did. Let's see, B.G. checked in, said fourth quarter, 7:30 left. Green Bay 21, San Francisco 17. Wow, how about that, huh? Kind of upset would that be, football fans, if Green Bay can knock off the 49ers. Where's Stephen Young, the athletic director here? I haven't seen him all night. Did he stay home to watch his 49ers? Is that what he did? Well, he left it in good hands, okay? He's got a great crew, and they run a tight ship here at Monument Valley, so everything's going well. There's no complaints. Things are great here at the Nash Center. Ryan Dotson, the principal, he's been here, been on hand, and helping to make things go well. Thanking of Mr. Dotson. But I hadn't seen the athletic director, Stephen Young, and oh yeah, the 49ers, his favorite team. They're playing some football. Okay, here we go. And Shoni Mayava tips the ball away from the dribble there. Handling the ball. Hey, Soraya Begay, and she'll throw it in. Gets it into Jada Brown. Final minute, 7 seconds of the third quarter, and there's Letitia Mute. Prowling out through a defense, intercepts it. Can't make the shot, tipped around, and Jada Brown comes down with it. But Letitia, what a play. So quick. And she was just lurking there and able to make a great play. 3-point try from the corner. DeVay Willie could not make that shot. It's back to Monument Valley. Hey, a three right here would be huge. Huge for the Mustangs. That one did not go in. 40 seconds left in the quarter. And up in the front court is Soraya Begay. Malicia Nelson. DeVay Willie to Nelson inside, and she's got her shot blocked by Kieran Mann. Back to Nelson. Nice pass. Shot good. Nelson the assist. And Jamie So the field goal. 10 seconds left. Third quarter. Inside, the lob stolen by Jada Brown. Time's going to run out, and the third quarter comes to an end. And Winter Rock has a 45-37 advantage over Monument Valley. As you look again, the beautiful assist, and high off the glass, the shot is good for Window Rock, everybody. And again, an 8-point advantage for the Fighting Scouts as we go to the fourth quarter in a moment. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
If there's one player on the field that outperforms the rest, it's Perkins Cinders. Like any All-Star, they put in the hard work by sourcing, sorting, and delivering all things dirt. Concrete materials, gravel, cinders, topsoil, mulch, and more. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders will help you score that huge win with your project. Serving the entire White Mountains at PerkinsCindersInc.com. Get a load of this.
Well, the fourth quarter is going to begin here at Monument Valley High School, the Nash Center. Great crowd. The house was pretty packed a while ago, and some fans have retired for the night, left the building, but still got a great crowd here. And a great fourth quarter developing here as Monument Valley opens up the fourth with possession of the basketball. Winter Rock in front, 45-37 in the paint. Turnaround, Kieran Mann. And a foul will send her to the free throw line. And the lady that sent her there with the contact is Bray James. First foul of the game on Bray. I saw Bray's cousin a while ago in the building, the great Vanessa James. She's here somewhere, or was here. May have left, but always great to see Vanessa. Shot made by Kieran Mann. Another for Kieran. Down to a 6-point Window Rock lead. On the left angle, Jamie So hands it off, gets it back. Jamie along with Soraya Bigay, Bray James, this young lady right here, Melicia Nelson with the basketball. And the fifth is DeVay Willie. And this one is going to get thrown into backcourt. It's still loose. What a scramble for it. Look at the diving. Look at the bodies hitting the floor as these teams give their all to try and control it. And a shot clock violation called. Hold on, the official's going to come over. I think they're going to maintain the possession. Take another look. There's that effort. Throw it back the other way, and let's all die for it again. Everybody on the ground out there. I think Window Rock is going to keep the basketball because they're going to say the ball exchanged hands and they should have reset the shot clock. I believe. Yeah, Window Rock will have it for an inbound right here. And we got 7:03 remaining in regulation. So there's a couple of things I want you to think about coming up. One is that we've been talking here after we put the question out there on one of our previous broadcasts, recent broadcasts of Northland basketball. And that is about your interest as a fan of basketball up here in this part of the state. Your relative interest level in Sports Zone merchandise as you watch Skylin Ray going up the floor. Skylin going to make the shot. Maybe not. I think she got called for the offensive foul. She did. As she muscled the shot up there. They're going to call that foul on her. And an injured player on the floor. That's Soraya Bigay, maybe? It is. She's going to slowly get to her feet. Coach Whitney coming out to have a look at her. And there's that lead elbow by Skylin Ray. You know, you just can't really do that. And a lot of pain etched on the face of Soraya Bigay. She's going to come to the bench with help from her coaches. Personal foul on Skylin Ray. Well, I think Soraya is going to be okay. Window Rock will inbound the ball. And up the right side, Jamie So. And offensive foul. I believe that was Bray James setting a... Oh, that was going to be Jamie. Jamie handling the basketball. Right here, you're going to see an elbow to clear. A little incidental maybe as you look at the replay. From the angle, I'm sure that you would probably call the same thing if you're that official on that angle. Hey, nice offensive rebound and put back in. Shot is good for Danae Parrish. So the first 4 points of the fourth quarter belong to Monument Valley. And they've gotten this down to a 1-point game. 4-point game, sorry about that. It's 45-41. And a whistle. And it's Skylin Ray again with a foul. 2 fouls on Skylin. Jamie So, the inbound to Bray James. Back to Jamie. Wanted the three, but ground was closed defensively by Corey Sandoval. It's a handoff to Melicia Nelson. And an offensive foul. It's Jamie So getting called for the foul. Take another look at it. Well, maybe you'll take another look. We want to remind you that this is Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, Monument Valley and Window Rock. Couldn't really see anything from that angle. Here's the ball out of bounds and Monument Valley going back to work and inbound on the way. Susanna Miles throws it in. Danae Parrish battling for the rebound, saves it in, but Window Rock will have it. Jamie So working in backcourt. Contact by Corey Sandoval. And a foul. get that as 3 in the game on Sandoval. There's the battle. Ever so close on that sideline. 45-41, Monument Valley trailing the visiting and number 2 ranked Window Rock Lady Scouts. Nice pass from Milicia Nelson. She's able to find Courtney Bitzilli under the basket for a Window Rock buckets in the paint. Shot is up and it's good, going right to left in a Parrish. She's got 2 field goals in the 4th quarter now. MV keeping pace with this highly ranked Monument Window Rock team. There's a drive and runner, and Kieran Mann rejects the shot attempt of DeVay Willie. Out of bounds, it belongs to Window Rock for an inbound. DeVay tested Kieran's defense, and Kieran passed the test, didn't she? Jada Brown back into the game for the Scouts. She replaces Bray James. Jada joins Milicia Nelson, DeVay Willie, also Courtney Bitzilli, and Jamie So, who threw the ball in to Jada. Bitzilli has it near the right elbow, now dribbles down to the baseline. To Milicia Nelson, the cutter is good. Milicia with an easy bucket off the pass. Mish has 10 points in the game for the Scouts. Shot from the corner will be no good. And that goes out of bounds. Out of bounds, and well, a whistle. Looks like Jazana Miles out there trying to get the rebound committed. Her first foul of the game. Team fouls, well, 4 in the game, 4 in the 4th quarter on Monument Valley, so the next one will put Window Rock at the foul line for 2 shots. 3 fouls on the Scouts. Alicia Nelson, good defense by Skylin Ray. Pass inside, and Jamie So unable to make the shot. Kieran Mann has the rebound. So a couple of things I mentioned, the discussion on merchandise. So as soon as we can put it together, we're going to have some merchandise available to you. T-shirts. Somebody has suggested towels. Jada Brown, by the way, commits foul. Somebody has suggested maybe towels, hats, beanies. We're going to have some merchandise available soon. Sports Zone merchandise, Northland basketball swag for you to purchase. As Kaylee Menigoats gets a great bounce and makes a huge 3 for Monument Valley. It's a 3-point game, everybody. And a steal, a takeaway for Kieran Mann, looking for help. And timeout. Jason Franklin wants a full timeout. He protects the possession for his team. And they've got the basketball. 3:58 remaining in regulation. And our score 49-46. We're going to stay right here. Stay right here through the break, everybody, because I want to let you know that we've got on the way soon. We're going to have merchandise available for you to purchase. So be on the lookout for that. We'll take care of that. Thank you to Choice Wireless, Choice NTUA Wireless, presenting sponsors of Northland basketball. Got some other partners that we would like to acknowledge as well. The Furniture Gallery and Snowflake, outstanding partners of the Sports Zone. And Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. I want to mention Holbrook Family Dentistry as well. But in addition to the announcement about the merchandise is that we are discussing with a couple of locations where we might hold this year's Northland Basketball All-Star Games. And while those discussions are happening, and we hope to be able to announce something very soon, where we're going to hold the Northland Basketball All-Star Games. Be paying attention. We're going to give you an opportunity to help us identify some deserving kids to play in our Northland Basketball All-Star Games. And we'll announce a location and a date very soon, and how you might be able to help us determine some of those players as the ball goes through Kieran Mann's hands out of bounds. So start to pay attention to that, would you? And we'll even give you a chance coming up soon to pre-purchase tickets for the Northland Basketball All-Star Games. Normally, we play those games in the first week of June. It is possible we might play in April. And all of that's yet to be determined. We're working on it, though. Here's a whistle and a foul. And it's Monument Valley's Letitia Mute that picks up her third foul of the game on that call. And to the foul line goes Milicia Nelson. There's one other thing I want to remind you of, and that is as we get toward the playoffs, there's going to come a point when the only games that we are able to broadcast will be on the NFHS network, and you have to buy a subscription to the NFHS network to be able to watch those particular games. And it's not something we have a choice in, but when it does happen, as you watch that one rim out, no good. When it's time and you're going to purchase a subscription for the NFHS network to watch games in the playoffs, I would ask you to please make sure you go through the Sports Zone Radio portal on the NFHS network. So if you go onto the website, nfhsnetwork.com, and then you, in the search box where you would normally put a school name in, you can also put in Sports Zone Radio. And if you'll put in our identifier, Sports Zone Radio, will come up there. You click on us, and then you subscribe after that. Then it gives us the credit. Somebody always gets the credit for your subscription, and it would help us immeasurably if you would select Sports Zone Radio. Meanwhile, ball up the floor, and Kieran Mann has got her shot blocked from behind. I think that was, might have been a bit silly that blocked the shot. Great play for Window Rock. They lead right now by 4 with under 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Jamie So working her way around. Back outside for a three. Jada Brown. That one is going to be no good. Knocked around and out of bounds, and that's off a bit silly. And so MV has it. Chance to trim the lead, get it down to a one possession deficit right here. Kaylee Manygoats up the floor, looking for help. Letitia Mute, the runner is no good. And it's Milicia Nelson who comes up with it. She is tripped and fouled, and that should be Letitia Mute that commits the foul, and I believe that's her fourth foul of the game. It was Letitia. She's got 4 fouls. Team foul number 5 on Monument Valley. This is Milicia Nelson. We'll count the free throw. Hey, the 49ers have come up with a win. They get a late touchdown to move ahead and stay ahead. And they have defeated, by a count of 24-21, the Green Bay Packers. What a run by the Packers. How about their great young quarterback? And a shocking first-round playoff win last week over the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, sorry, Cowboy fans. A minute 54 remaining, and we'll get an offensive foul. We've seen a lot of offensive fouls called in this game today. A lot of extracurricular activity by ball handlers and screen setters, and that's the third foul of the game on Jamie. Jamie So picks it up, and a timeout taken. With 1:52 remaining in regulation, it's 51-46. Window Rock in front. Back in a moment. This is Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
51-46 as we continue on in the fourth quarter here. It's a big game for the number 2 ranked Window Rock Fighting Scouts on the road here at Monument Valley, who are ranked number 11 right now. And there's an offensive rebound for Skylin Ray. Monument Valley keeping it alive, and they get a new shot clock. Here's one from downtown, and it's no good. No good for Corey Sandoval. Rebound, Window Rock. Let's see if they work on the clock a bit right here on this possession. Mish has it way out on top. DeVay Willie. And Nelson with the pass that's off the fingertips of her teammate. It's Jamie So. No, it wasn't Jamie, it was DeVay. DeVay Willie trying to get to the basket down low. And the ball out of bounds back to Monument Valley with a 2-possession game right here. And a 5-point advantage for these Mustangs. Lob down low and knocked away. Good defense. Trying to get it to Kieran Mann underneath, but DeVay Willie is able to get a hand in there, knock it away, and controlled by the Scouts. Now at the 50-second mark, 50 seconds remaining. Monument Valley not fouling yet. And you don't need to. There's 11 seconds on the shot clock. It's got to play defense and prevent the easy bucket. Jamie So drives, and that shot is no good. It's Monument Valley with the basketball. It's a big possession right here. And there's a big three. Not going to happen. Not going to land for Corey Sandoval. Long rebound. Tipped out by Jamie So. And Jamie she got it knocked hard out of her hands, out of bounds. The officials are going to get together and talk about it and say it's out of bounds off of Window Rock. Wow, that was a lot of contact at the end of it. And maybe the officials were thinking the ball was loose. And if it was loose, it's two girls just fighting for it. Here it is. Well, they say it was clean contact on the ball, and yet also that Window Rock touched it out last, and it will belong to Monument Valley. Interesting turnabout right there with 49 seconds and a timeout taken. Is it 49? No, that's 49 seconds in the timeout. My bad. We'll have to look at the clock at the end of that to get an exact time remaining. Thank you to Choice NTUA Wireless, our presenting sponsors of Northland basketball at the Sports Zone. We're going to get to the 3A North Region Tournament before you know it. We'll have exclusive live video coverage of the 3A North Region Tournament at Window Rock High School this season, coming up second weekend in February. I'm taking a look through here. I'm trying to see if we got any good comments on the social media out there. Let's see. Talisha Irving says, I still love my Cowboys. Well, Talisha, glad to hear it. You got to stay loyal to your team, right? No matter how many times they break your heart. No matter how many seasons they decide to go with same old at quarterback. Talisha, how do you feel about Dak? Just a question. And by the way, I have no dog in the fight. I'm not neither fan nor do I think that Dak is a problem. I don't necessarily think so. I had a great season, didn't he? Timeout, full timeout taken on the floor. Back to the football talk. And really back to the end of this one, the final 7.6 seconds of the game. Can Monument Valley pull out a miracle right here in these final seconds? Stand by. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the conclusion of this one. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Here we got your final 7.5 seconds of this one, everybody. Can the number 2 ranked Fighting Scouts prevail? It's number 11, Monument Valley, trying to see if they can get the ball, get a takeaway, and they themselves close it out. And immediately a foul on the inbound. Malicia Nelson is going to go to the foul line. We'll see if she is able to ice the game or not right here. That's a foul on Kaylee Menigoat. So didn't lose a lot of time. Did lose about 2 seconds. 5.5 remaining. One free throw from Nelson will win the game. Because even if Monument Valley can make a shot in these final seconds, and there it is, there's your win. It's really mathematically impossible because Winter Rock does not have to inbound the ball if Monument Valley makes a basket somehow in these final seconds. So that one right there was it. Only needed to make one. Rebound. Monument Valley up the floor. They're not going to have enough time even to get this shot off. It goes out of bounds, 0.2 seconds. And that is going to be how it goes. Nelson ends up with 13 points in the game. Her teammate Jamie So ends up with 14 and 4 3-pointers made. Inbound, shot no good. And it's Winter Rock with a 52-48 win over Monument Valley. Coach Gabby Whitney and her young ladies, this big win, the number 2 ranked team in the state, escapes narrowly tonight here at Monument Valley. Great game, wasn't it? See what this does to the standings now. Winter Rock will move to 6-1. And entering the night, they were just ahead in the loss column of Page of the Sand Devils. Monument Valley was in 3rd place at 3-2. Monument Valley now drops to 3-3. And they have one fewer region loss than the Chinle Lady Wildcats. But Winter Rock now at 6-1, still in 1st place in the 3A North region, and protecting their number 2 ranking in the state over a very tough and improving Monument Valley team. Time for us to announce our Sports Zone's player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And the player of the game is Jamie So. Jamie So, who had a great game all night long and was deadly accurate from the outside tonight in that first half in particular. Jamie is our Sports Zone player of the game, everybody. We congratulate her, and we'll talk to her in just a matter of seconds. 52-48, our final right here. There's Jamie. Why don't you grab that headset there, Jamie? How do you hear me, Jamie? You hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you well.
Very good. Jamie, what year are you?
I am 2024.
So you're a senior?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to our post-game wrap-up, everybody. Final score in the girls' game tonight at Monument Valley. What a game. And the number 2 ranked Winter Rock Lady Scouts prevail in a nail-biter. Final score 52-48 over Monument Valley. Let's talk to our Sports Zone player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. She was deadly accurate out there from three-point land. And she led the team in scoring tonight as well. Led Winter Rock with 14 points. Jamie So joins us now. Hi, Jamie. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a big win. Your team keeps rolling, number 2 ranking, and you came in and you got everything you could ask for in an opponent out there. Monument Valley played great, but your team prevailed. Talk me through the final moments of the game and how Winter Rock was able to hang on and get the win.
Well, we mainly just talked to each other, especially when we were to shoot free throws. We always huddled up, encourage each other and telling each other to stay together, especially that. And, we definitely did our defense, just like what my coach, when he said, defense follows with offense and stuff like that.
Well, Jamie, for a team to be ranked number 2 in the state this deep into the season, it says a lot about the complete team, and that's what I see when I see this Winter Rock team. And I've said it a lot of confidence, a lot of discipline, but the completeness of the team. You've got a superstar in Alicia Nelson. However, between you and DeVay and all the rest of the girls on this team, this is a complete team. Is that how you see it?
Yes, especially.
Yeah. And give me a thought on the rest of the team and the chemistry and how it's all working together with these other ladies.
Honestly, our chemistry is really there, especially our first five. But, we also have our bench, too, to, encourage us, especially when we bring lower class from the JV team. We still encourage them, and then, especially in practice, we try to be leaders for them. And
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about Courtney Bitzilli, number 21, because the last time we'd seen you, she wasn't on our roster. And here she is now, and she played a lot of the game. Courtney, is she up from JV, or what's her story?
Well, she is my cousin, but she doesn't play for JV. She definitely made it to varsity. She's I think a sophomore. Yeah, she transferred from St. Michael's.
Well, listen, this is a great team. You've got a lot of good pieces, and you showed again why you're ranked number 2 in the state with the win today. Held on to get that victory. We congratulate you. And you, from out there, deadly outside. How was it feeling in that first half, hitting all those threes?
It felt really good, but especially during my warm-ups. It wasn't there, but I knew that once the game starts, it'll follow.
You did a great job. We congratulate you, and I get an assist on this pass.
Thank you.
Throw you a Sports Zone T-shirt. You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
Wear it with pride, okay?
I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You too.
Jamie So from Window Rock is the Sports Zone's player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. She put together a great game, led the team in scoring. How about 4 threes for Jamie tonight? What a win. What a win for this Window Rock team against the upstart Monument Valley Mustangs. That Mustangs team is getting better and better. They're getting healthy. They're a better team now than they certainly were in the month of December, and I would say quite a bit better. Gotten a lot of girls back and healthy and doing well, and we congratulate them on the effort. But it is Window Rock that gets the win here tonight. And now let's talk to the head coach. Final score 52-48 for Window Rock as they knock off Monument Valley. Tonight's broadcast of Northland basketball. It's brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. Everybody, I'm Floyd Simmons, and there's the head coach for Window Rock. Joining us now is Gabby Whitney. Coach, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Team did well, and with some adversity. I mean, you had to fight hard, had to overcome an early Monument Valley lead, but your team was up to the challenge. Tell us about the win from your vantage point tonight.
I'll tell you the fourth quarter, that scares me the most. I always tell the girls it's always second half that scares me the most. We start off great that second quarter. We start off great, then we get into halftime, and I don't know what happens after that. I always tell the girls, I was like, man, you guys scare me. This is like the half that scares me. So I just keep telling them, hey, we got to keep up the intensity. We can't let down our defense, especially against a great team like this. Like, they're going to contribute off our mistakes, and that's exactly what they did.
It's interesting that you mentioned that about halftime, because I said in the last broadcast we covered, this was, just last night, the Sholo boys had a big lead in the first half, and they were shooting lights out. And I tell you, they had so many threes. It was the best shooting performance I've seen from a high school team in quite a while. And then the half ends. And I hate to see it. When a team is hot and playing well, to me, halftime kills it. Do you dislike halftime as much as I do? I wish the home team could decide we want to keep playing.
Right, exactly. It has its advantage and it has its disadvantage. Like for us, I wish we continued, to continue to play, because just like you said, the girls were on fire. We had that lead going into halftime, but again, after halftime, it's I don't know really what happens, but I'm just glad that the girls kept up the intensity. They kept fighting. Both on offense and on defense, especially their offense. I told the girls, hey, we got to calm it down offensively. We can't force any shots. We can't force any passes. And that's exactly what they did. They calmed it down. They were looking for their open teammates. We had quite a few open shots underneath, and that was one thing that the girls do very, very well at.
Well, Coach, I was talking to our player of the game a little while ago. Jamie So had a great game for you, 14 points in the game, but she was deadly hot shooting the ball in the first half. And one of the things I mentioned is, you have one of the state's best players in Alicia Nelson. She's just a superstar. But you have so many complementary players, and today was a great example of Monument Valley really set out to do what they could to shut her down and limit her. And all these other ladies stepped up and picked up the slack. You just have such a complete team.
Exactly. I was telling the girls, any team that we play, I was like, Mish, they're gonna stop you, because Mish is like again, she's a top player. She's a great athlete. She's a great leader. She's everything you want in a coach. Mish has it, and that's one thing that I love about this team is like it's not just one person. It's not just two people. It's not just three. All these girls can be a threat, and just like tonight, they were a threat, and you can't really stop, the whole 5 that's out there. So it was a scary win, but
but it's a win.
But it's a win, exactly.
But it's a win, and you rank them. You hang on number 2, and I'm going to say, I'll tell you this, Coach. One of the teams that you've played recently, I'm not going to mention who, I'm not going to mention the coach, but this coach said to me, they think that Winter Rock is the best team in the state. Best team in 3A. They got a chance to play some very good teams, and they like your team the best. So, I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but I thought it was worth repeating. Is our camera hot there? Because I want to take one more shot here on the good coach. Coach, I love your style. Okay, I mean, you are styling out here. The drip, right? What do we say? What's the term? You got the drip going, or whatever it is. That necklace right there. Tell me about that real quick. That is a thing of beauty.
This is actually my mom got it for me. Actually, this is technically hers, but she let me wear it during my Kayenta, and this is something that I proudly wear, and I'm glad that she lets me wear it. She trusts me enough to let me wear it. So this is my mom's, and she doesn't really quite go to our games a lot. So when I do wear it, I always know she's like right here, right
Absolutely.
next to me.
Sterling silver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we call that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is that's priceless, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Love your style, Coach. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Gabby Whitney right there, everybody, the Winter Rock Lady Scouts head coach, and a big win for them. They hold on for a 52-48 win over the home team, Monument Valley, tonight here on our broadcast of Northland Basketball. It's brought to you by Choice, NTUA Wireless. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it all up for you, everybody. Get it all done tonight here at Monument Valley. Coming up on Tuesday, we've got another broadcast of Northland Basketball. You have to check in with us over the next couple of days, find out where we're going to be on Tuesday. We don't quite yet know. And then on Thursday, we're at Mountain View High School in Mesa. Mountain View, the Toros taking on the Westwood Warriors, and we've got a rare 6A basketball game for you in the Valley of the Sun this coming Thursday night, everybody. And as we wrap it up, thank you to our producer, Derek Simmons. Great job, him and the gang. Great job by our technical director here tonight at Monument Valley from this area. That's Julio K. and his wife on the game cam up there, shooting camera for us tonight, Jessica K. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons, thank you for joining us. Thank you to Ryan Dodson and Stephen Young and everybody at Monument Valley, the great coaches here. And God bless you. We'll see you next time, everybody, for our next broadcast of Northland Basketball.